Okay, I'll stop.
You can just raw.
All right, clap just for the sake of it. Get headphones in, good to go there, Charlie?
I'm good to go.
Okay, I'll do the sponsor. So.
Alright, do you want to welcome everyone to the pod?
Hi. Welcome to Deep Fried Wizard Podcast, where stupid stuff happens. Join us. Christian.
Roll intro.
Say it again, Christian.
Roll intro.
Back.
Roll out.
Yeah. All right, welcome back. So, Christian,
Wesley.
I have a question for you. But before we get into the question, we do have another sponsor this week again.
Oh, who is it this week?
The Grim Reaper. Yeah. The Grim Reaper, he said, let me pull it out really quick. He gave bookcase, brand new. He says, soon.
Oh,
That's all he wants us to know is just soon.
that's quite the message.
That is, I have no response to that. So, thank you, Grim Reaper,
Yeah.
for.
Was that for you or for me?
I don't know.
Or
Just soon in general.
Cryptic.
Yes, but I do want to ask, since I sent you a text over the week saying, "Hey, if you could create any comic book universe you wanted to, not like the whole Marvel or DC, but I like the reference of Robert Kirkman's The Walking Dead or Robert Kirkman's Invincible, like how he created his own universes that he was controlled over. It's like Todd McFarlane's Spawn universe or the Youngbloods or whatever, just anything in general that you create and it's yours to play with. You have one.
Yeah, just kind of things I've. That was quite the noise.
That was my coffee. That was loud.
Sounds like a kitten mewing.
That did sound like my cat Phoebe for a second.
I kind of, what's the word? Tampered with that.
Dabbled, if you will.
Yeah, dabbled. That's probably a better word.
You dabbled in the arts.
You know, with those kind of ideas, and I always kind of like. I feel like I settle on either like some sort of space fantasy, like adventure thing, like KOTOR for those who've played like the Knights of the Old Republic games.
Those are good.
Yeah, it's like space travel and different alien races and that sort of thing.
Like Mass Effect kind of thing too.
Yeah.
Like it had established races and you could do whatever you want.
Right, because you could like, there's just like, it's so expansive. You could literally do anything with like a space travel universe.
Because when I think space, I always go to like Firefly. Have you ever seen Firefly?
Vaguely, it's the show, right?
Yes, the show. It's one of my top favorite shows of all time. It's just that good, even though it went for one season. And they did all the shows out of order. And, that Nathan Fillion's on it. I love Nathan Fillion. He's playing Guy Gardner in a new Superman movie.
Really?
Yeah. Interesting. But what else?
Yeah, so that's kind of like one of the overarching themes I think I would have. Space travel. And we almost kind of dabbled in that universe back when we had our old D&D group too, because we were kind of getting ready to.
Oh, you're gonna be doing that kind of stuff?
Yeah, and I kind of had some of my ideas over the years kind of ready incorporated into that, but I guess more down to earth universe, I would say maybe kind of like a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, like steampunky type.
I have that right.
Yeah, I saw it down.
Where is it? Oh, wait, where is it?
Down.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, right there.
Right there. It's not on camera, but
That's kind of what
right
I'm
here on
doing.
screen.
Yeah.
Wait, that'd be that direction, I think. right there.
Yeah, so kind of like a steampunky, not like necessarily like superhero or
Yeah, like those like weird, obscure, kind of like a Hellboy. Is like he's a hero, but
Yeah.
not a superhero.
yeah, but also incorporate like monsters in that. Not like the basic monsters, but like like Hellboy monsters and stuff.
Like more the folklore heroes, like the movie coming out, The Crooked Man. Apparently, is an old story that's been told over years and years.
Right. So
No,
yeah.
you got anything else?
No, those would be the two kind of go-tos I would say in my
I got three.
oh boy, outdoing me.
I got three.
Per usual.
I've always liked to tell stories. You're more the artist. I'm more the storyteller. I feel. Like I had one of kind of same ballpark. It's a guy who's. I love the stories of like people who are kind of like immortal, can't die, really old.
Oh man.
Like I had an idea of here's a guy, and my favorite superpower is healing factor. Obviously, Wolverine, Deadpool, that kind of stuff. So I incorporated like this guy. He doesn't have any other powers except for he heals rapidly. That's it. But I like the idea of the monster universe too. Like I want to incorporate monsters. Like he's just a monster hunter.
Yeah.
He has no world, has no like roots. He doesn't have a home base. He just wanders the land like King from Kung Fu.
So you're talking about a specific like character.
Yeah.
Story arc. Okay.
It'll be like a story arc kind of thing, but like I make it like I like the idea like Doctor Who, like characters come into it and leave. He makes friends that show up down the road, and it's just that kind of story. And then I can even go back in the past where he's maybe in World War II fighting I don't know if we can say Nazis. If I can, I don't know. Can you say Nazis on YouTube? If not, it's being bleeped out right now. But that's one of mine, and I always thought that the name should be Bishop. He's just got one name, Bishop. I like that name. Just like I always like the character Bishop from the X-Men, so I like that name Bishop. It's just I don't know why, just one name is cool like that. Like Madonna, Beyonce, put a ring on it.
That she should have wrote comic book.
Beyonce fighting crime. She probably. I mean, they say she does country, which I still have not heard her country song, but I probably have and just didn't know it was her.
Everybody's doing country now.
Yeah, okay.
I think country is just an overarching term for like
put an American flag up behind you in a cowboy hat. I did country.
Folk with trap beats underneath it.
Yeah. But my other one was this. I like stories like The Walking Dead. I like how they built a civilization. I guess I have 4. Sorry, I'm gonna drag it out. But I thought, what if we had like during the Middle Ages? What if Superman landed on Earth in the Middle Ages, as opposed to landing in a modern age? What if he landed in Earth, not just like Superman, but like kind of how Invincible did the whole Superman trope to some degree?
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of did. I mean, Robert Kirkman kind of did and kind of didn't. But what if a Kryptonian type person landed on Earth?
Well, that kind of reminds me of Exo Manowar. Isn't that what happens with him?
Oh, well, he gets taken off Earth, but I want to keep. And he ends up in a modern age. I want to keep it only in the Middle Ages. Like Superman type character lands on Earth, a family finds him, raises him, but yet it's knights in armor and Camelot.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like that, but he's in
Dark
that.
Ages.
Yes, he's in that time period, and he never leaves it. Like now he grows an age in that universe, and then do tropes on other like heroes that are already in existence, like have a Spider-Man joke or a John Jones spoof where like Martian Manhunter, and do stuff like that.
Was your last character the immortal character? When was that?
Oh, they're separate universes.
What time?
Oh, he'd be in like the modern age, or I thought also it'd be kind of cool if I do like in the '90s, get rid of technology like that we have now because
we're in the '90s, aren't we?
Idiot. Stupid. But my other idea is this. Now, I don't believe in evolution. I'm a creationist. I believe in creation. But I still think it would be cool to have a comic book. Like, take The Walking Dead. You follow Rick Grimes the entire time. Like, he's the main focal point of the story. But take back to the Stone Age, where you're following one character and their struggle to survive in the Stone Age. Cavemen. Like Neanderthal. Like, have that be the story. Like there's a rivalry, a tribe that
So this is kind of like autobiography. Like
it's my own story. It's just my own story.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
You're a jerk. But I thought that'd be cool to have that. And one last one would be really quick. I like the idea of a book like Y2K. For those who remember Y2K, that was when the world was basically going to end technology-wise from going 1999 to 2000, saying, oh, computers won't be able to make it, technology's going to crash. But I wanted to write a book like, what if it did? And we never got it back. And where would be like all of a sudden it ends in the year 2000, now we're in 2024. What would that look like? How would civilization be different? I would say it'd be kind of cool. And I would just call the book Y2K. Done. These are all actually patents and copyrighted.
Yeah.
I mean, who's actually gonna steal an idea from a stupid moron like us?
No, yeah, I like that. But yeah, when you said universe, I was thinking, I guess those are.
Well, yeah, yours would be a genre, like you do sci-fi, and that would captivate an audience where you could expand upon it, build lore, have casts of characters. Like, hate using Star Wars. That's a good example, even though Star Wars is complete garbage now.
Yeah.
But that's a good example because you ask me, what Star Wars should have done, what they did with the Acolyte, they should have got away from Jedis. You have a vast universe. Go somewhere else. We don't need to see Jedi all the time. We don't need to see the same type of characters over and over again. Give us something new. Give us something, I don't know, interesting.
Did you watch Acolyte?
Yeah. No, not at all.
You did?
No, my phone just said something weird. I wonder if a YouTube video just popped up and popped away. But
yeah.
no, I did. I tried to watch. Okay, correction. I watched it because I heard how bad it was. I'm like, it can't be that bad. It was that bad. It was like Rings of Power bad.
Really? I thought it was okay. I watched, I think, the first 3 or 4.
Of what?
Acolyte?
You actually enjoyed it?
I did. I mean,
You like the lesbian cults, the power of one, the power of two, the power of many. You enjoyed that?
episode I did.
That was
I did
awful. I was gonna say that it was bad. I'm sorry, that was bad.
But I feel like they did with her. She wasn't like a Jedi Padawan. Well, I guess she was, but she,
Yeah, and they got rid of the
she was like an
Force.
assassin.
It was the string or whatever.
The what?
The string or the strand or whatever they called it. I'm sorry, it was just bad. Bad acting, bad storytelling. They couldn't commit to an actual plot. You could see it a mile away, like, that guy's the actual dude. Because I watch a guy called Nerdronic, and he does breakdowns and stuff like that. Now, sometimes he hate bashes a little too much on some stuff. Like, he hated on the Kenobi series. I actually enjoyed the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's different for everyone. I feel like Star Wars is very polarizing like that with, because everyone loved, what's the
Mandalorian.
No, that movie with Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, Rogue One. That was great.
That's what I hear. I fell asleep.
Dude, you fall asleep at every movie. We're seeing Deadpool and Wolverine today. I just know. I got to thump you like, dude, wake up.
Yeah. I'm just caffeine deficient.
Well, I'm not getting snacks there. That's outrageous. But before I move to the next thing, you had something? Yeah, so you pulled out your tablet.
Oh, no, I had to get my notes for...
Because I want to play a game. You want to play a game? So I thought, my favorite podcast, they do games. So I thought of the idea, like, who's that Pokemon style, but with cartoon show characters, just a silhouette. I want to see if you can name them. So I have this guy right here. I'll show. You see it?
Vaguely. From this distance, that appears to be Perry the Platypus.
Ding, ding, ding. Perry the Platypus. We got one down. That might...
That's a little young for me.
That's what I was going to say. I'm trying to throw things at you that you might not get. So I'll hold it over here. Here's the other one.
Oh, I know. I can picture the face, but... Oh, that's where that cable went. I don't know the name, though.
That's Flapjack.
Yeah.
The Mrs. Marvelous event, the Marvelous Adventures of Flapjack, I think it was called.
No, yep.
That was when we were in high school, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's modern. Oh, that's the These are a little young for me. That's the Ice King.
Yeah. Adventure Time.
Yeah.
All right, those are some of the old ones. Oh, this one.
Those the old ones.
No, we're gonna be getting to the old ones after this one.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that one.
That is a vague shape.
I did this one on purpose.
Ghastly?
No, it's Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time. Lumpy Space Princess, yeah. You'll see all these. So okay, this is
not enough information there. It's just like a cloud.
I did that one on purpose.
Oh, cat.
Yeah.
Little cat dog.
Every time that show came out, I got really hungry. Because they had an episode where they're eating hot chili dogs. Like,
yeah.
So ever since I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry now. All right.
Oh,
Come on.
Dexter.
Yeah.
Didi.
Get out of my laboratory. This one, you will remember the show, but I don't know if you remember the character. Because randomly, this character's name for no particular. No, you're in the right universe though. You're saying Angelica, right?
It is. Oh, that's Rugrats. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I was thinking Rugrats or Hey Arnold, but oh my goodness.
You give up? Because this character's name, I heard someone had this real life name. I'm like, oh, that's a
Does
good.
it have a hyphen in it?
No, I don't know. They didn't spell it.
Yeah. No, I
Susie Carmichael. She was the Pickles neighbor next to them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I would.
she was friends with Angelica, like more like
I can
frenemies.
hear her voice.
She had
like a raspy voice.
yeah. She had that. All right, this one. Now we're getting old.
Oh, Yogi.
Yeah. See, I couldn't decide if. Hey, boo boo, let's get the picnic basket.
That's pretty iconic. Fred Flintstone?
Yep.
That's a
This
That
one-
could have been the other. What's the other guy?
Barney Rubble.
Yeah.
I'm actually rewatching those.
Ooh.
Come on. I threw the bike in
I
there
have
on
the
purpose.
memory of a goldfish, so. Nope.
Scooby Doo.
What?
It's Scooby Doo riding a bike.
Yeah, okay.
I purposely
can buy it.
I purposely put him riding a bike just to mess with you.
I was gonna say that, yeah, it seems like some sort of a trope or something.
All right.
Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
Is that you? That's good old Bart Simpson, right?
Bart Simpson. I don't know if it was.
That was Tara Strong too, right?
If it is, no, I don't know. I don't want to know at all.
Or no, that's.
I never want to see the voice actors for The Simpsons.
oh gosh. Yeah, why can't I think of it? I know that. I know it's Invader Zim, but I can't think of the.
His robot.
Yeah.
Grr.
Grr, yes.
It's just. I was obsessed with Invader Zim when I was in middle school.
Well, that was around the time period with Destroy All Planets and stuff. Too.
Yeah, Destroy
like
Humans.
Destroy All Humans. It was like Ed with 2 D's. Right?
No, just Ed with 1 D.
1 D. Oh.
Yeah. You're so right.
Yeah.
This one.
Oh, that's Doug.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one's a little blurry.
Oh, Cartman. I never watched South Park.
I tried watching one episode, and people were like, it's so funny. Like, this is not funny.
Yeah.
I watched one, I'm like,
This is blue.
well, not even that. It was just one episode. It was a bland episode, but nothing really happened.
Right.
It was like they're trying to be too edgy, but it's like they made an episode where all those home makeover shows, like the Brothers and all that, like, I don't know, Property Brothers and the one with I don't know their names. I don't even try. But they made a joke of it, like white people renovate, and then all of a sudden a bunch of racists come to town because white people renovate. It's like, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to make it funny and edgy, like haha. But like, it just was boring. I wasn't offended by it at all.
Yeah.
But like, this is outrageous. I'm like, it's just the humor. I don't connect with their humor, and I hate the animation. But he is an iconic character.
Right.
I mean, they're been on for 20 some years.
Take a look.
Oh yeah, I knew you'd get that one quick. No.
Oh, I never watched Bob's Burgers, but I know it's the lady from Bob's Burgers.
Which
Daughter?
Yes.
Yeah. Peg?
That's no. That's the wife of.
I just pulled the name out I have from that.
That's Louise Belcher.
Louise, okay.
Yeah, she's my favorite character in Bob's Burgers, and that's it.
That was it.
I'll keep a tally of that.
A weird one for the last one.
I know. I should have landed one where you could actually get it right, but you failed.
I feel I'm gonna have to do it next week.
But you should do better.
Some silhouette stumpers for you.
Yeah, you should, and get them all.
I'll try to know.
I wonder how many of them actually get right. We do all like overseas characters from like England and Denmark. It's like, I don't know these characters because there were a few that I was looking through, like famous cartoon silhouettes. I'm like, I don't recognize this one, but I gave the character underneath it. There's one. He's a Viking and he's got like wings on his helmet. I don't know who he is, but apparently he's a very famous cartoon character.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I've never heard of him until then.
What is that? The shorter dude?
Yeah, he's got a blonde mustache.
He's like, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I've never seen it before.
He's like in between Mario and he kind of looks like Mario or something, and Thor.
Yeah, I'd say a cross between Mario and Thor.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. I had a kind of an interesting topic we could dive into if you want, unless you have another one.
No.
I'm thinking
until
we
my
covered
pick of the week.
What's that?
Until we do my pick of the week.
Pick of the week. Oh,
yeah.
Your comic.
Yeah.
Oh,
but you go. Well, it's either that, pick my nose, be ready to camera. Pick of the week.
Just stare.
And flip the book at the screen.
No, I was thinking maybe it might be fun to talk about fictional crushes.
Fictional crushes.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like characters in comics, or have we covered this before?
I don't think we have. I mean, we've covered comics, yes, but never like a comic book crush.
Yeah, like characters or.
We know you love Superman.
Took the words right out of my
No, it's gotta be worse. It's gotta like you like No Girl because you're still alone in the end.
Right? Yeah.
No, or like Glob, that one dude who's like he's a pink fleshy thing.
Yeah.
You just have his. You just have that. I'll throw him on the stream right there.
Yeah, I thought that might be a fun topic to.
Yeah, we'll start us off then. You brought us into it. You start us off.
I think I've probably already said this.
It's can I take a guess?
Yeah. Well, there's. Yeah. Go ahead.
How many? You got multiple.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking like a top 5.
Okay, Johnny Bravo, Samurai Jack, Bart Simpson.
He's too good.
No, I'd say if we're gonna do that, I'm just gonna guess your number 1, but don't tell me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Rogue. Rogue, Jim Lee era Rogue.
Jim Lee era. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. It's kind of like a tie between that
or She-Hulk.
Yeah. Man, now you're
John earned She-Hulk. Dude, we grew up together. I know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, her or Storm, I think. 90s Storm.
I actually like that suit.
80s. I always get 90s and 80s Storm mixed up.
Well, the 90s Storm, that's when she's in an all-white suit in the animated series where she got shoulder pads.
Yeah.
80s one.
That's the cutouts on the side.
That was more mid-2000s when she had the cutouts on the side. Oh, wait, you're talking about the first one? The all-black suit?
Black.
And she had like the really high boots. That was the first suit she appears in, which I don't like. I know everyone likes it, but I don't, because I'm like, it doesn't protect you at all. It serves no function.
So
sure, as a young
around.
pubescent boy, like, I like this suit. But in reality, like, it needs to serve a purpose. It needs to serve a function. But
well, neither do Wolverine. I mean, Wolverine should have sleeves if you're making that.
we're not giving the boy sleeves. Wolverine does not have
his
sleeves.
protection.
The guy heals. Oh,
He could get a sunburn.
oh, that's you giant. Get the big C first. Come on, you. Take the bullet. But
That's an interesting thing, though. Is he? Now that I'm thinking about this, is Wolverine immune to cancer?
probably is. Because Deadpool got cancer before he got his healing factor. But here, we'll go back to your thing really quick about your crushes. But you hear why Wolverine. There's a fan theory out there. I don't want to say conspiracy, but fan theory. The reason why Wolverine wears all blue, all yellow, bright yellow, because he's a sneaky character to some degree. He's good at being stealthy and combat.
Sneaky little devil.
There's a reason people think he wears bright yellow is to draw the eye of the opponent onto him, because he can take a lot of punishment away from his fellow X-Men. Like, hey, look at me, I'm in a flashy yellow suit. So all the bad guys aim at him and go after him. So his friends getting not hit as much. Because like 90s Cyclops suit is so cool. It serves a purpose. But then when Wolverine goes back to his from his John Byrne to tan and orange one to the classic blue and yellow, I think it makes kind of sense. Like, why would he wear that? The other suit, in my opinion, I like the tan and orange one way better, or the brown and orange, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But that's my favorite. But so,
is this a like fan theory, or
it's just a fan theory. I don't think they've ever stated it. I can confirm that they've never really stated it in the comic books, because I've read every Wolverine comic book probably to date of the solo series.
Right.
There's so many other branches of Wolverine comic books, like Wolverine and Cable, Wolverine and Bishop, Wolverine and Gambit, Wolverine and
Wolverine goes to London.
Wolverine and Witchblade. There was a series of that. But back to your thing. So your top 5 crushes that are not humans. Is that what it is?
No, just like fictional.
Oh, fictional.
That aren't real people, I guess.
All right, start us off then.
Well, yeah. So it'd be kind of like a tie between Rogue and Storm, so they can fight it out for 1 and 2.
I like to watch meow.
And then John Byrne's She-Hulk. I didn't realize how many comic book crushes I had. And then I would also say, I think it's Alana. Even though I haven't read Saga more, I think Alana from Saga.
That's the mother, correct?
Mother. Yeah.
Okay.
I just like her kind of crude demeanor. Like, she's not very politically correct, and she's just very like.
In today's society, would she be canceled?
Probably.
Because I haven't read all the Saga. I know you have. Wait, have you read all of it? Or are they done? Or
I haven't read all. I have a few loose leaf issues that I'm borrowing that I haven't got to yet, but.
So I got the first 2 volumes somewhere in here. Yeah, right there. First 2 volumes right there.
I think I read the first 12. Yeah. The paperbacks. I like her personality, because she's a very like kind of a semi-abrasive, but then also like nurturing as well. And like, those are admirable traits, I feel like.
You can be a jerk, but you're nurturing.
Yeah. And then I guess it's a weird one, but I really liked
Marge Simpson.
Yeah.
Hello, Christian. I can't do Marge Simpson, but I can't. I'm not even trying. You know what I just did.
Oh, well, now that you're going in that vein. No, I'm just kidding.
Crust ceiling.
Yeah.
How you doing?
No, I'd say probably Raven from
Teen Titans.
Just nostalgically.
Well, we were in that realm.
Yeah.
Well, we learned Christian's weird.
We didn't know that already?
Okay, so for me, you want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
are you going comic books, or?
Well, I have a few that weren't that are like, of course, I would say Jimmy's era, Rogue, and Storm, same thing. I'd probably be number 1 and 2. Girls fight it out for my affection.
Right.
Even though you're not even real. I would say, in no real particular order now, when I was a little kid, it would have to be like Ariel for the Little Mermaid.
Interesting.
Because she's actually based off a real woman. We were just talking this morning. The show Charmed.
Yeah.
She's based after the character Phoebe. I can't remember the actress' name at the moment. I'll insert it right here. But when I remember being a kid, flipping through the channels and I go through Charmed, which I was not allowed to watch that because it involved witchcraft. But I always thought she was really pretty, so like, oh, a little bit drool. If I was a little kid, like, I don't know what's happening.
What is this feeling?
I feel weird. But so Ariel, I was also. What's that?
Oh, I just had a funny little insertion. My older sister had an Ariel doll
That I went missing. I'm sorry.
growing up. Well, its head went missing because I bit it off.
Wait, what show do you do?
I don't remember. I think it was like in a storage bin in like our closet upstairs. It's like
Was that the old house in GR?
house.
I remember that. Okay.
So, and then I was like digging through the toys there. I was like, oh, this looks cool. And yeah, I was probably like 4.
I kind of did the same thing to my sister, but she had. I'll go back to my thing in a second. But she had. Remember those Betty Bye dolls? I don't know what you call them, but it's the American Girl doll where they when you lay them back, they're babies, but their eyes shut.
Oh, those are so creepy.
Yeah, it scared me. I didn't like it. And my Uncle Mikey
Unnerving.
and Heidi for Christmas one year, they got me a Godzilla, like cool Godzilla classic toy, which I wish I never opened because I just saw how much it went for, and I'm really sad.
Right.
But I had fun playing with it as a kid.
Our toys are vintage.
Yes. But I went to a room and took the Godzilla and bashed the face of the fake baby. The fake baby. I want to emphasize that. It was not real. But they had to send it out to get fixed. And it came back in a little hospital gown and a little hospital tag around its wrist. But it scared me to death. I hated that thing.
Did it still have the same effect after it returned from the hospital?
It definitely had to go through plastic surgery. No fun
It
with
looked like Cher.
that.
Or what's that? Who's that lady? Joan Rivers.
She's dead.
Yeah.
But back to my thing. So I had Rogue, Storm, Rogue, 1 and 2, Ariel. Did I say another one, or was
I think Ariel was the last one.
I would also say Teen Titans, Raven.
And we're
But
one of the same.
But I do skew a little bit from you. My last one, it would have to be Poison Ivy from Batman the Animated Series.
Oh yeah, that's the nice idea.
How Bruce Timm would draw, like we said in pod.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought like she's cute, even though she's not even real. I don't know why. It's so weird.
Yeah.
So it'd be definitely
That's a good
Poison
one.
Ivy.
Yeah. I definitely had a crush on a few of Bruce Timm's artworks.
Well, does he do anything at all anymore? Or
I think he's just like a consultant mostly now. It sounds like I did see him. He did a sketch with Conan, like that, talk show guy. Yeah,
I don't find Conan that funny.
he's all right. Some of his stuff.
He's got his moments where I find him funny, but sometimes I feel he's trying to. When you try to be funny, like Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy
I cannot
or
stand.
what's other talk shows that I can't stand. He hosted the Oscars this last year.
That's probably Kimmel.
Yeah, Jimmy. He's not funny at all. I'm sorry. Just shut up, dude. You
Yeah.
can't. His jokes, he's trying to be politically correct. And I'm sorry, I like jokes that are not politically correct. Give me a Bill Maher. Yeah, Bill Burr. Give me Bill Burr, not Bill Maher.
Yeah, Bill Burr.
But I do like Bill Maher. I do find him funny in some areas, even though he's more political. But I like Bill Burr. Like, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Bill Burr.
Are you talking the dude with the?
No, he's bald. He's a ginger.
Oh yeah, that's Bill Burr.
I just feel like I'm saying it wrong. You ever
Bill
those
Burr
ones where
Baggins, yeah.
you're saying something like, I feel like I'm saying this wrong.
Yeah. No, but he did a. Conan did a sketch and he hired Bruce Timm to do like he was on like a bus and they like invited people out from the street in LA and he like sketched them with like superhero power. It was kind of fun to watch him draw in real time because
Well, didn't we see someone in real time draw? Didn't we see Jim Lee draw in real time? Who did we see? We saw someone draw in real time.
But that is what I do miss about cons is kind of seeing some of those.
Well, let's go this year.
Old school artists that are, but I think Bruce Timm is like kind of a hermit. I don't think he goes out much. It seems
he's like Steve Ditko's. Yeah. He likes to be.
He's me if I was an artist.
Who would be the one artist besides Bruce Timm you go to? There's Artist Alley. There's any artist out there. Who would you go to? Like your top three.
Like that actually do comics nowadays.
Comics nowadays, or even from the past.
In the past?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think I've already talked about this on the pod, but yeah, Gendy Tartakovsky, I don't know if he's necessarily
He does all, like, the cartoon shows from our youth, correct?
Yeah.
Like, Samurai Jack and... what else has he done? I'm blanking. Dexter's Lab. Johnny Bravo. Did he do Johnny Bravo? I'm not sure if he did.
Johnny Bravo. Any of like that angular stuff, that weird like super
dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, Samurai Jack right off the bat. Yeah. I mean, that's a show we would live for.
Yeah, he's got a super distinctive art style. He'd be cool to see. I don't know if he does or has ever done cons, but he's a busy guy.
He has to have.
Yeah. Butch Hartman seems like he'd be cool to see. The guy who does it's mostly cartoon guys. Fairly Odd Parents. Oh yeah, Danny Phantom. Yeah, and all that. Yeah, he seems like he's pretty.
Yeah, he seems pretty cool too. Like he seems more like he'd interact with the audience and make jokes. I remember a Nickelodeon. He had like in between commercials, he'd say, "Hey, sit down and draw. Let's draw Cosmo," and he'd draw Cosmo, and he'd be giving the voice for it. Yeah, Cosmo. He does his hair like this in the morning. It just, I thought he was cool.
Yeah, he seems like he genuinely enjoys what he does. He's not like burnout.
He had one of the biggest shows of the 2000s, I would say. Fairly Odd Parents was massive.
Yeah, he'd be a good one too.
But two more.
Mike Mignola would be cool to see. I think.
You took mine. I love Mike Mignola, dude. If I even saying his name right.
Oh, who's the other? I follow like a million different artists on Instagram. That's like one reason I have Instagram is to follow comic book artists. There's one. I want to say it's Sarah Pacelli. She's done like.
What's she done?
I know she's done.
Or he. I don't want to assume they're gender.
Right. Yeah, they.
It.
Yeah, I'll look up. Why don't you give me your top three while I'm looking it up?
Well, I'd say Mike Mignola, one of them. Adam Kubert. I love his Wolverine. He'd always draw, except for he did his mutton chops really bad. He would do it like, have him come like this, where he would actually do the jaw, which always bugged me. Who else? Jim Lee. Oh, I like Jim Lee. John Byrne. Do John Byrne and who else?
Oh, Adam Hughes. You know who that is?
No.
He'd be cool to see. He's more of like a painter. I wouldn't necessarily say he's like a. I mean, he is a comic, but like you'd recognize his work if you saw that.
I'll throw some on the screen. And my last one. I know it's really cheating. Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
Jack the King Kirby. I would love all those artists like kind of draw either me or their interpretation of me as a superhero or whatever, or just like me with one of their iconic heroes.
Right.
I would be okay with that.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess back in the day, Jack Kirby was like always having people in his house, like young, like art students or whoever.
Yeah, you need to listen to about John Romita Jr. talking about sitting down with Jack Kirby. Like to him, it was more like Uncle Jack. He would say, like I would walk into studios and there'd be Jack Kirby smoking a cigar. And I was, so, you want to be in the comic book industry, kid? And he'd sit down next to his father, John Romita Sr., who, I mean, I think he's had the longest run in Spider-Man art-wise, I think, as an artist, but he was also a phenomenal artist.
Right.
But who, do you have, you're looking up someone?
Oh, yeah, I was looking up Sarah Pichelli. Trying to think which books she's written. You'd recognize her style, I think. This is kind of her style. I think she did some Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Is that Batman Beyond right there?
This would be...
That looks like a little Batman Beyond action.
What is this? Infinity Watch. I don't even know what that is. Man, there's just so many crazy good artworks. I feel like since the advent of the internet, everything's so competitive. Everybody just got really good.
Well, the problem is
you have to be.
some of it's just AI.
Yeah, now.
Like one artist, I can't remember who it was, but they got in trouble for a Batman comic book, and it's straight up AI.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, it's not legit. But I do want to, we're getting close to wrapping up, but I do want to do, if you got anything else.
No, that was my level.
I do have my moment, Comics Corner. And go back to last episode. Christian, can you do the sprinkle effect again? Comics Corner. I added, you had to see the episode, I added sprinkles and nice sound effects, and you did it.
Anytime you say sprinkles, I'm just gonna...
Yeah. But I'd say the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book.
How new is it?
They're doing a soft reboot. It's here. Want to go get it? They're doing a soft reboot, and I really enjoyed it. A quick synopsis. I won't get into full detail because you got to read it for yourself. We open up. Each book is going to focus on one of the turtles.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's not an origin story. It's not the little turtles fall into the ooze and they're adopted by the rat who falls in the ooze and he's it's just like, hey,
we've all heard that.
Yeah, we've all heard the story. But they're going off just right from the get-go of
tale as old as time, falling into ooze.
Yeah, careful, that's broken still. But we focus on one of the turtles. I'll just say which turtle it is. It's Raphael, because you see it right off the beginning. It's like, you know where it starts. You're like, this has got to be Raph. It's him, which is my favorite turtle. Do you have a favorite turtle?
I think it's always been Leonardo.
Leonardo?
Yeah.
Nerd. Yo, Boy Scout over there.
Yeah.
That's like
one of the few Boy Scout characters actually.
I would say yeah, because you're not a big Captain America fan. You're not a big Superman fan. You don't really care for the boy in blue?
Superman? No. I mean, I liked watching some of the stuff growing up, and I think I've read a few things, but yeah, I'm not a...
Well, I know it's not a very popular one, but I did like the New 52 Superman, because it allowed us, who have not been around since the 40s, to jump on and read an origin story.
Yeah. Was it a new origin story?
Oh, no. They're just doing the same one. But like when they had Greg Capullo do Batman, hands down, that's one of my favorite Batman artists, is Greg Capullo, which he's doing Wolverine right now, Wolverine book that I'm picking up.
Yeah. I'm conflicted with him.
Why is that?
I don't know, his art style is just very kind of like square to me.
Well, I liked it when he drew Batman because it was gritty, dirty, and grungy looking. I like that.
It's like to me, it's like a refined version of Frank Miller. His art style.
Dude, Frank Miller was good, but have you seen his recent work? Like they did for the 50th anniversary of Wolverine.
Yeah.
They had a few iconic Wolverine artists come back and draw a page of Wolverine. And Frank Miller did his. Dude, it looks awful. I'm sorry. It stinks. It sucks. It's not good.
I think he's at the point where he's just like, I don't really care anymore.
Just, hey, go to cons, sign a few books, but don't do art. Or just go on some racial tangent.
You hear that, Frank Miller?
Or he always goes on some racial tangent. He's borderline racist.
A little out there,
He's a little like, all right, dude, there's some things you keep in your head, but don't vocalize.
Modern H.P. Lovecraft.
But yeah, that's my pick of the week. You should pick it up and read it, or I mean, I got a few actually.
How
I just read it yesterday.
Oh yeah, 2024.
And I got screw it. I'm gonna do it regardless. Also, I have another pick of the week. It's more of a series I think people should pick up, is Space Ghost. They're doing the old Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters.
Yeah.
They have Johnny Quest is another one. They're doing a Humongouloids and I think a Flintstones book. But they play it serious. Like, it's not campy. This is like, and it's got really good art. It's from Dynamite Comics, and I'm really enjoying that. That one's from IDW, the Ninja Turtle.
Right.
And I got another one from Dynamite I'm really enjoying. The Thundercats book. That one, I really love the Thundercats book so far.
Some of these splash pages are
Yeah,
getting pretty crazy.
they're really good with their art style.
Yeah. Who's the publisher on that one?
That one's also Dynamite. Dynamite
Oh, okay.
is going back to old 80s and old 60s cartoon shows. And one that you got me hooked on, Exo Manowar.
Okay, yeah.
They, not Dynamite, Valiant has done this, and they're thankfully still with us at the moment.
Right. What issue is this?
That is issue 3. What what Valiant does, they will have story arcs. Like they'll do, this is Exo Manowar. I'm dyslexic.
Oh, just.
And they have like a title.
Yeah.
And they go like 1 through 10, and then they start over.
Yeah.
They go a little bit different than how the big two Marvel and DC do, where they go.
No, I appreciate that. That helps me keep track of things.
Yeah. And this one, I need you to read The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh,
Final
wow.
issue of the, because Skybound and Universal Studios, Skybound the publisher, which is a Image Skybound. It's hard to explain. It's in Image comic books. They had different publishers within those. Like you have Jim Lee's Top Cow, which I don't know if it's around anymore. You have Todd McFarlane's studio, Rob Liefeld's studio, which I think is gone completely.
Yeah.
Because after he quit, he was basically getting fired. But that one, it's from Skybound, which is Robert Kirkman's area of the Image comic book studios. But he's teamed up with Universal Studios Classic Monsters, and they're retelling or revamping the stories. And this is not based in the late mid 50s.
Okay.
It's based in our time.
Interesting.
So the creature,
Yeah, I should.
it's dude. This
my hands
one
on
I cannot recommend enough. When I put it down, I'm like, dang it, this was the last issue. It's only 4 issues.
Oh, that is okay.
I went through building to an expanded universe, though. I would be very happy they did that.
That would be cool.
Because I've always loved the black and white monsters of old Dracula, Bela Lugosi's Dracula, or not Bela Lugosi's Dracula, Boris Karloff's Frankenstein, Lon Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman, and there was multiple guys that played Gilman. I think one of them still alive, or there were 2 of them. I'm blanking on the names, but one I know did die, and one is alive. I'm probably wrong in that, but if they do it right, I think it'd be awesome. They had a universe of monsters just in the books. I'd be content with that.
Yeah, right.
And it doesn't end happy for everyone. It's not like John and Wayne riding off into the sunset. Some people don't make it, and it's
Realism.
they're taking the classic monsters, but adding the fact that it's actually horror and bloody, and it's, first of all, if you're a kid watching this, ask your parents before, once again,
Yeah.
always go to your parents if you're under a certain age, like 18, I don't know, but age you have to be to buy a comic, but that's just me.
Yeah, no,
So-
that's awesome. Yeah, and I do appreciate what they're doing with like some of those older stories, making them more gritty and realistic. I mean, because it's a creature like that. I know it's not a Universal franchise necessarily, or
No,
based on the. No, not that.
Oh,
I'm talking. What's that thing that Disney did? Werewolf by Midnight or
Werewolf
whatever?
by Night.
By Night, yeah.
Yeah, it was like I have right here all those monster books right here. I got The Monster of Frankenstein, Werewolf by Night, Tomb of Dracula. I got them, so.
Yeah, I like what they're doing with some of those older franchises and making them actually what monsters would actually do, not like, oh, I'm gonna get you, and then don't.
And the Tomb of Dracula, it was interesting because he would actually sit
and just contemplate. He would have like a glass of blood, and he would just sit in his study of his castle, and just there's a cool panel where he's thinking like, am I truly evil?
Right.
Am I what they say I am? And he's standing in front of a giant window, rain just pouring down, and a crash of lightning, and he's contemplating. And like, I don't need to see action. Just tell me a good story.
Right.
And draw me in. And I don't, like in the Monster Frankenstein, he actually teams up with Spider-Man in one issue, which I'm like, I don't really like it when you take your big heroes and throw them into these books.
Yeah.
I feel like they should be their own little pocket universe within the Marvel universe or the DC universe or whatever. Just don't draw in those characters into these stories because they don't fit.
Right. Yeah, no, those are some good ones. I'm gonna check them out.
Well, we went a little bit longer, about 10 minutes longer. Should we wrap it up? Because
yeah, I'd say it's about as good as time as any.
yeah, well,
We're off to see Deadpool and Wolverine.
yeah, I might cry. There's a good chance I'm probably gonna
I
cry.
have to pick up some tissues before we go.
Yeah, but I am very excited. So, you say something?
I was just saying, is this Hugh Jackman's last
I don't know. It's
official
been no.
reprisal of?
We don't know. My guess is because they have Secret Wars coming out.
Oh, okay.
My guess is they're going to
Might
keep
be
Hugh Jackman on for Secret Wars and maybe kill off that version of Wolverine and bring in the new MCU Wolverine, which
Right.
I pray is not Daniel Radcliffe or that Edgington kid. He's like our age or a little bit older. He was on The Kingsman. He's a good actor, but he's too young to play him.
Yeah.
I still think the guy who played Thor in Oakenshield would be a good pick.
I can't picture
Richard-
him without the beard. But...
Well, he did a podcast of Wolverine: The Long Night, and he played the voice of Logan, and he did it good.
Huh.
It's an audio drama, which is pretty good. I really enjoyed it. But I think he would make a good Wolverine. Beyond that point, maybe the dude who played Superman, Henry Cavill. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
I think he'd be a good pick as well.
Yeah.
But he might be too tall. I know semantics, but let's just say get Danny DeVito to play him. Perfect height.
Oh yes.
And I come out stabbing.
Yeah. I really
Stab.
wish they would do like a parody, X-Men parody with just random actors like that. Just like
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg come out, and she's like,
Rosie O'Donnell plays Jean
first-
Grey or something.
Yeah. First of all, I don't want Whoopi Goldberg because she'd be spatting just obnoxious stuff.
Yeah, nonsense.
Like, I don't like her. She's a horrible person. She's okay killing babies. Just saying. Not okay. Come at me, Whoopi.
Get the whoopee whooping.
But I do like her in Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I can't picture.
She owned a, if I remember correctly, I haven't seen it in a long time. I gotta rewatch that show. But she owned like a little bar within the Enterprise. And she had her own little like, so what's this day? Captain Kirk, what you drinking? She's like wiping down the tables and whatnot.
Interesting.
But
all right, well, this is the Deep Fried Wizard podcast.
thanks for wasting your time with us. Tusk the Goats.
Cheers.